my friends, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another Sunday Reset video. My name is Tiffany and I am so happy to have you joining me today and spending a little bit of your day with me. In today's video, we're going to be prepping for some house guests that we're going to be having. We're so excited. These are the first house guests that we're going to be having since we finished our guest room. So I'm getting started today in the guest room. I am putting the sheets back on. I had taken them off the day before to get them washed and ready for guests because my son Ronan, who shares a bedroom with his older brother, likes to spend his weekends here in the guest room so that him and his brother kind of get a little break from each other, and his teenage brother gets the room to himself. So we don't have a problem with that at all. And then when we have guests, I just wash the sheets and get them ready. So this will be the first time that someone else outside of our immediate family has slept in this room, although it isn't the first time someone has slept in here. And we did film this renovation in this room. My goal for this room was to make it feel like a bed and breakfast, make it as close to a bed and breakfast as possible. And so far, I think we have hit that goal. I'm actually sitting in this room now as I edit. This is such a great room. It's got a beautiful view of the front yard and the front of our house and the front driveway, and it's just really, really beautiful. It gets a lot of natural light, and I love this space. If it was bigger, maybe I would have chosen to make this our bedroom, but it really is a beautiful space. So we're just going to get this bed made. Now this bed is actually from Amazon. I'll have it linked for you down below. We actually have it in black as well upstairs in my boys' room. We have 2 queen beds in their bedroom above the garage, and it's a great bed. It's really affordable, and it does a great job. What's nice about it is you don't have to have a box spring for your mattress. You can just put it directly on the bed, which we really loved. And the bedding is also from Amazon, so I'll have that linked for you down below as well. I wanted something white and very cottage feeling, and I feel like I hit that mark with this bedding. It's got some nice frill to it. Might be a little more girly than some would like, but I really love it. And like I said, it just kind of gives that cottage bed and breakfast feel. So definitely check that out if you're in the market. It does come in other colors. I had originally purchased it in a tan color, like a bone color. However, it ended up being too similar to what I went with on the board and batten. I originally thought I was going to do white for the board and batten, but then we went with the color Accessible Beige by Sherwin-Williams, and the bedding was just almost identical to that color. So I ended up returning it and getting white, but they do have it in other colors if you're not interested in having white bedding. Some people might be a little bit afraid to use white bedding, so it's up to you. And you'll see me throughout this video talking to people. That is because I was talking to my daughter and my husband. This was the day that we were having family arriving, and so we were just getting some things done, cleaning bathrooms, making sure everything was ready for guests. So you'll see me kind of telling other people what to be doing in the other spaces. So that's what I am doing here. And just gonna get this bed made, and then we'll move on to the next area. Now that school is out, you'll see we have some school items there on the desk. The kids have been working on, some sight words and some math and some reading. So I'm just using the dresser here to hold those items. That dresser, if you remember, if you've seen that previous video, was kind of like a cherry oak color. And then Danny sanded it down, and now it's this beautiful light natural oak color. And I used those crystal knobs also from Walmart, and I just love the feel. It's very shabby chic and beautiful. I don't think shabby chic is like a thing that anybody uses anymore. I think now they just say cottage, but I think it's really beautiful, and it's just a very feminine vibe. So we're going to get this cleaned off, and then we're going to vacuum and this room will be good to go. Because it's not used a lot, it doesn't need a ton of cleaning, just some wiping down and tidying up a bit, but this room is really not used very often, so it's typically pretty good to go. Next up is a quick little wipe down of the powder room. Now this bathroom is directly across from our guest room, so this is the bathroom that our guests will use for, brushing their teeth and washing their face and all of that good stuff. So I wanted to make sure that it was tidy and ready to go. I do need to get some items for under the sink. Now this sink, as I've mentioned before, this whole vanity section here, Danny and I made this. We bought an antique dresser and painted it, refinished it, got a quartz countertop for it, as well as, made the sink and everything. So what I would like to do is to have some other items there under the sink. It does have a great little cabinet, so I can definitely put things under there. I'd like to have a little basket with, some washcloths and other towels and those types of things. And what you see me doing there is turning the rug over. This is a quick and easy tip if you're about to have people coming over, or if someone does come over unexpectedly and your rug needs to be washed. Go ahead and flip it over. It'll help to kind of extend the life of your rug so you're not washing it as often. My rug definitely needs to be washed pretty often. This is the bathroom that my kids are constantly using when they're coming in from outside, so it gets really, really dirty and muddy in there, so I'm constantly washing that rug. But flipping it over is a nice, easy way to keep it clean and get it clean in a pinch. Next thing I'm doing here is switching out the door on my storm door. So this door has the option of being either a screen door, which is what was on it originally, or this glass door, and it was hot, and so we had the air on, but I wanted the natural light inside, so I took the screen off and I put the glass back on. But now that we have, the landscaping done in the front, it's just so nice to have this door open and be able to see. Plus it brings so much natural light. I absolutely love it, and I'm just giving it a good little wipe down. One thing that I didn't end up filming, we had so many people in our house this day, it was really hard to film, but I was trying very hard to have something for you for today, for Sunday, because we were going to have family in town, and I just knew there wasn't going to be any other time to film. But one thing I did not film was the cleaning up of the laundry room. It does end up getting cleaned up. It just doesn't get done on camera. But you're going to see a big box in there. That is for an upcoming video. We're going to be working on the garage and getting a nice little area set up for the start of the school year with some basically like lockers for the kids outside to help organize their items. So you'll have to stay tuned for that video. I'm really excited for that. We're just waiting for some cooler days to film because it is so hot, but definitely want to have that done before we go back to school in August. So stay tuned for that. But once I got that door done and cleaned, I realized I should probably do the back door as well, since this door constantly gets handprints on it. And we're going to get this one wiped down. Such a beautiful view today. The sun was shiny. It was warm. It was absolutely gorgeous. Wasn't a cloud in the sky. I love days like that. All of this wiping down and getting ready for family had me ready for another cup of coffee. I had already had my coffee in the morning, but it was time for another one. So I'm just going to make myself a cup of coffee before we move on to the next section. Speaking of coffee, one of my favorite things to do with my cousin who is coming to visit is to enjoy coffee and chat. So as you see, we definitely needed some more. So I am refilling the coffee drawer so that we are fully stocked and ready for our morning coffee chats. Earlier in this video, I mentioned that I had given everybody in my family something to do while I was cleaning up in the guest room. And one of those things was to make sure that the kitchen was cleaned up, so that the dishwasher was emptied, that all of the dishes had been done. And this is what I was left with. So now I'm just going to wipe things down and kind of tidy up any last minute items. But other than that, the kitchen was good and ready to go, which I'm so thankful for my kiddos for doing that for me. I also just want to mention another thank you to everybody who has left such kind comments on my Cook With Me videos, my Foodie Friday. You guys are always so very nice in those comments, and I sincerely appreciate it. I love to be in the kitchen. I love to cook. I love to bake. I love to make things. I love, love, love to feed my family. That is my love language. And so I'm having so much fun sharing that with you guys. When we were designing this house, having this open space, this, communal space here in the kitchen, this was really, really important to me because this is where we spend majority of our time. And I wanted it to feel like everybody was welcome. Last night we had, all of our family over for dinner. It was lovely. Everybody was cooking and helping, and it just is such a wonderful space. So to all the people who have commented on those videos and left such wonderful things to say, compliments about my kitchen and the warm feeling, I'm so glad that comes off on camera, that you guys feel that, because that is exactly my goal for this space, and I'm so glad that you can feel it too. Our final chore in today's Sunday reset is a chore we do every Sunday, and that is to water all of the plants. I have mentioned before in my videos that watering your plants on the same day every week really, really helps to make sure that you're not forgetting it, and it, keeps your plants really healthy. I'm asked all the time how I keep my plants so healthy, and honestly, I think it's just regularly feeding them, keeping their leaves clean, and watering them every single week. So that is going to be the last chore for us today on this Sunday reset, my friends. I hope that you enjoy this video. If you did, I would love for you to consider subscribing, coming back for more videos. I would love to have you join the family. We are rapidly approaching 10,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. I feel like it's just really taken off since January, since we made all the switches to the channel, and I'm so thankful you're here for it. If you enjoyed this video, I would love for you to consider giving it a thumbs up. That really helps YouTube know, and for me to know what kind of material you like to see, and I just really, really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day, my friends. I'll see you very soon. Take care.